Question number 1. What's one thing you would change about your pregnancy? The one thing that I would change about my pregnancy is the terrible, terrible morning sickness. Number 2, most surprising symptom. Probably when my boobs started to leak and I had no idea what the hell, because I didn't know that your boobs were gonna leak before you had your baby, and my boobs started leaking before I was even 5 months pregnant. Number 3, something every pregnant woman should know. Well, you should know that pregnancy sucks and that it doesn't get any better. Not trying to be negative or anything, but just saying. Number 4, funniest thing that happened while you were pregnant. Well, the funniest thing to me is when I'll be walking or something and I'll underestimate my belly and I'll think I can squeeze through a space and I get stuck or something, or if I think that I can squeeze past somebody that I don't know and I try and squeeze past them and my belly rubs up against them, I'm like, I'm so sorry, my belly just touched you. Number 5, what's the one thing you couldn't get enough of? In the beginning of my pregnancy, in the very, very beginning, I couldn't get enough of green olives. I craved green olives like no other. Number 6, one thing that annoyed you the most about pregnancy. Oh my gosh, my boob's leaking. I'm so sorry you guys had to see that. Anyways, one thing that annoyed you the most about pregnancy. Well, other than your boobs leaking in public, which is kind of embarrassing since you guys just saw that. Yeah, stretch marks and hormones. A word of advice for pregnant women. Well, I would just say try and relax. Try and stay as calm as possible, because my whole entire pregnancy has been nothing but stress. And it's really not good on the baby for you to be stressing out all the time. So try and avoid putting yourself in situations where you are going to be stressed or where you're going to be in shitty situations, and just try and stay calm. Yeah. Number 8, your favorite snack food while you're pregnant. Oh, actually right now I would say ice cubes. I like to just sit there and chew on ice cubes. Number 9, food that made you sick while you were pregnant. Okay, there's actually so many. The first one is, at my old school, they would serve this thing called chicken Caesar salad, and I used to eat it in the beginning of my pregnancy every single day because I thought that I wanted to be healthy and it was really good. And then I started puking it up, and now to this day, that was like in the very beginning of my pregnancy when I was like 2 months pregnant, and to this day I still cannot eat that chicken Caesar salad or anything that was in that chicken Caesar salad. And also, every single time that I go out to eat at Sonic or Wendy's, I puke. So I don't go to Sonic or Wendy's to eat. And those, oh god, I don't even want to talk about it. Those Hot Pocket things, they're like these new Hot Pocket things, and they have the macaroni things inside the Hot Pocket, and they're disgusting. Number 10, silly thing you cried about while you were pregnant. Other than every time I see an old person, probably the time when I was going to the fair, and it was over the summer, and I wanted to go to the fair, and when you go to a fair, when you go to a rodeo or whatever, you usually want to make yourself look pretty and, do all that stuff. But at that point, I had no clothes that I could fit in, and the only thing I fit in were sweatpants and baggy t-shirts. We went shopping, and we were looking for clothes, and I was sitting there and looking at all the clothes, and I just started to cry because I felt disgusting, and I felt like I couldn't look good in anything I put on. I cried in the middle of the store because I couldn't fit in anything, or because I felt like I didn't look good in anything I put on. And Maggie was trying on outfits too, and she looked really good, and I felt like Maggie was going to be prettier than me. And I just started to cry because being a twin, it's like always being in a competition, and I felt like I was losing the competition terribly. Number 11, names that you considered. Well, in the beginning, like before we even found out that if we were having a boy or girl, then for the longest time we were going to name her, we had decided on a girl name, which we were going to name her Ella, and we considered the name Scarlet for a girl, and we ended up not deciding on that either. Eventually we ended up deciding on Aaliyah. So yeah, those are the questions. I'll put them in the down box or description box or whatever. So make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, and request videos.